Yeah, so like I said, I've controlled it a little bit better now to where I try to not think about it. If it is a big match, I try to not think about it until a couple weeks beforehand, just so I can actually get some rest and not just
Hi there.
obsess over it.
Debit?
What did you have, hon?
The big breakfast platter.
Talk about something
Okay.
that's a big part of.
I just tried to put it on one. Okay, you had a big breakfast, hon?
Yeah.
And what else did you have? Just a big breakfast, hon?
Big breakfast, extra egg and sausage.
Extra egg and extra sausage?
Yeah.
I saw that logo, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. That's it.
I mean,
Okay, it's $9, hon.
logo
Debit?
itself, I mean, yeah, I mean, there are different faces.
Yeah.
I particularly kicked the weekly one because I thought it was
McDonald's may help you.
Well, I think, I don't know if there was a mindset behind it, but there was
Thank you.
oh, yeah.
We're like, going to
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
like, I think that kind of was like mindset going into it.
Here you go. Have a good day.
And now it's all over the Riverside and on my pipe.
That took way longer than I thought.
Great.
Yeah.
Talk to you
It's pretty
soon.
cool that you get to have that sort of sense.
Hi, welcome to Brendan's Car Talk, Season 3, Episode 1. I'm not sure where I'm going. I came home and now I just need to go for a drive. But, so this past weekend, on Friday, you may have heard me talk about it on the podcast, I was supposed to go on a date. I say supposed to because Friday was a very productive day for me. I recorded that car talk on Wednesday, I think it was, but I waited until Thursday to edit it. And then I recorded the podcast Thursday night before I went to work at like 11 o'clock. And then edited it when I got home Friday morning and posted it in the afternoon, but didn't share it until the until the next morning, Saturday. Because Friday, I'd go take a nap at 2 o'clock. And, yeah, I didn't wake up from this nap, and I woke up at 9:36. I did wake up, and I realized I was supposed to meet my date at 8 o'clock. I feel really bad. Hear how bad I feel about that on this week's podcast with Alexia Nicole and Brent Banks dropping on Wednesday. This is Brendan 18. So yeah, I pushed that Maritimes podcast again. I'll talk about it at the end. Yeah, and then Saturday, I met up with Alexia Nicole, Gabriel Fuerza. We drove to Bordertown Pro Wrestling. I wrestled Gabriel Fuerza. We had a fun little match, and then came back with Brent Banks, Von Vertigo, Mark Wheeler. And then everyone but Alexia and Brent clearly left, and then we recorded the podcast. And then Sunday, I met up with Mark Wheeler this time, and we went just outside Oshawa, in the Curtis, even though it's spelled Cordis, flea market. And then we went back with Gabriel Fuerza and we went to the Pickering Markets, which had a giant flea market. Sorry, excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. But I saw 2 pops, and I now have to complete the Treehouse of Horror set. I only need King Homer and Flyboy Bart complete. I might pick up a Hercules complete pop series on Saturday, and I will hate myself if I do. And then, yeah, we went to the Pickering Flea Market where I bought a Bart Simpson plush. I bought a Moe's Tavern with Duffman set action figure playset. I bought a Dudley Boys 2-pack. I bought a Shrek action figure. I spent way too much money. But this rounds out what I want to talk about. It's priorities. To prioritize stuff, you need that in your life. Like the girl that I was going on the date with on Friday, if she was a bigger priority to me, I would have woken up. But to be honest, I was like, oh, this is more of a normal girl. This could be like a settle down and like calm down Brendan. Not settle down relationship, just calm down, don't go out so much and buy so many action figures that you'll see in upcoming vlogs, because I've recorded so much in the last Not even 2 months. 6 weeks. But yeah, so, but I also, there's actually a note here about priorities. And it was just like, I want to focus on not buying clothes until my birthday so I can save some money because I have a ridiculous amount of t-shirts. And then it was like, Jose just texted me. He's a priority. I need a haircut this week. I need to hang out with him and just talk to him about what's going on in my life. That's someone that I can actually talk to about this. Because I'm going through something right now. You'll see it in the vlogs eventually. It's in the middle, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But I do need to talk to someone about it. Okay, this person put their signal on real last minute. So yeah, but the priority is like action figures and having fun with my friends. That was a priority to me. Mark Wheeler needed a new duffel or a new rolling bag, and he got that for wrestling. Yeah, so it's just about prioritizing stuff that right now my number one priority is wrestling because I love it and it's the one thing I feel like that's productive in my life. I guess this would technically be priority 2 for me, but I'm taking work seriously now because I've always said I was like a 51% employee and stuff where it's like, just as long as I pass, it doesn't matter. I don't want to go to school I don't want to go to summer school for 2 weeks or for a month. So yeah, these are my priorities right now. I thought I could settle down for a relationship or calm down, not settle down, calm down for a relationship. Clearly that's not in the cards, so fuck that part. I'm just gonna focus on pro wrestling. I'm gonna focus on healing because of pro wrestling because I'm very sore right now. I might have to take like 4 weeks off in December, so stay tuned for that. I think a disc has slipped in my back, so that's terrifying. But moving on, just prioritize stuff. Right now I'm just going to focus on work because I have to renovate the studio in the basement, so. And I have to fix some holes in the walls. One that I just kicked in. Oops. Yeah, so. But just a reminder, I'm testing out Patreon stuff. I haven't sent out any of the emails yet. About 4 people have signed up out of the 10. It's albrightpatreon@hotmail.com. Just email me. I'll email you back confirming your slot. And I want to shout out like all 3 people that, so it's only 3 right now, not 4, that have subscribed to the emails or given me their email address. It's James Weber was first, Chops. He bought VIP tickets to Impact coming up and thought he had to save some money, but luckily the Alpha 1 show yesterday, he was there and I saw him, but I didn't get a chance to say hello, so I felt kind of bad for that. But Chops, you're great. I know you're watching this. You're probably going to share it. And then also Eric Wright, who I think you're a Maritimes fan. Please email me to confirm that, but I think you were a Maritimes fan that I'm pretty sure I met. So thank you. Thank you for enjoying all these programs and such. And then Manpreet, Tall Chicken Boy, signed up 3rd. And he said because only he wants to hear the exclusive podcast that one of the co-hosts shits on an ex-boyfriend. So exclusive podcast, yeah. Go listen to the podcast. Go watch the last Car Talk. Find out what I mean by all of that. But I want to do this positivity thing because Xavier Woods did it with like the 4th wrestler, the 4th person you mentioned. So I'm going to do that when I get home. But it's Brad Meyer's birthday. Happy birthday, Brad. Let me park here because I just need some time to myself. So I'm going to go for a little walk around a park in Brampton. Coming up this week on Wednesday, a brand new This Is Brendan featuring Brent Banks, Alexia Nicole. And then this Friday, I'm back in Barrie. I haven't wrestled in Barrie since Canada Day. They've had 2 events since then. I won't be there Saturday for their event because I'll be at Crossbody in Kitchener defending my Crossbody Heavyweight Championship against Jake something. I knew about that challenge. And then Michael Elgin. The match graphic got put up and I went, this man has chopped me the hardest I've ever been chopped in my life. I'm going to be so much pain after this match. And then I hurt my back, so yay, life. Yeah, that Sunday, nothing. Jody and Pretty Ricky are getting married at Junction City, though, so I might go check that out. And hopefully I'll put up the first vlog this week. Yeah. But podcasts, wrestling, possible vlogs. And speaking about Junction City, my recommendation, because that's now a new part of the format, like, it's someone I know that I look up to as a role model or someone that I can pattern stuff off of. And to be honest, it's Jody Threat. She didn't know shit about wrestling 4 years ago. Came into wrestling, became one of my best friends. We were all part of the Riot Makers with Stratosphere and Mark Wheeler. She's traveled to the UK now to wrestle. She wrestles in the US regularly, barely wrestles in Ontario anymore. And then recently she filmed this TV show series thing that she's not an actress. She didn't try to be an actor. Nug's like, oh, you would fit this role, and sent her in, and she only went to the audition not to disappoint or make Nug's recommendation look bad. So, yeah, it's crazy how life turns out. But, yeah, she's someone I look at that she just jumps head first. Like, I need to she's been on the podcast a bunch of times, but I need to just have her one-on-one and just talk about her, and just because before that she's donated skateboards and done like a whole bunch of community service outreach things since she was like 11 or 10. So I definitely want to find out more about Jody Threat. But I look up to her and like, she works out so much, she does all this shit, and like she's enjoying life right now. So Jody Threat's my recommendation, people I look up to. And go watch Ready or Not. Yeah, Ready or Not's the proper name of it. It could be Hide and Seek. I'm quite a fan of the soundtrack. It's that movie doesn't deserve to be as good as it is. Probably not my top 10 of the year. Might be top 10. Definitely not top 5. But it was a fun movie to watch. Tomorrow I'm watching Hereditary with Forza and Alexia, and I'm terrified. But this might be the first official Wrestlers Movie Club podcast. What's that? GTAWire.com? What's that? Don't worry. Find out soon enough. Hopefully by the end of this month. It's not October yet, it's September. So not the end of this month, end of next month. Hopefully by the end of the year. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. Just have fun. Brendan Caulfield at Brendan C. Holden Albright, Holden Pro on things. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.